Come on, Sam. Come on. Come in. It's too hot. Hey, guys. Hey, Captain Obvious, Wildflower. Ninny C first. I don't know if y'all caught what went on last night, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. It's called sweeping shit under the rug. By the way, Mandolin, you owe me $100 because you accepted that bet, and I've got it recorded. Come on. Come on in, Sam. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Sarah. Coffee chat. Hey, Jonathan. You can hear? Okay, good. So, how's everybody's Monday? Mine's been busy as hell. My phone's been ringing off the hook. Maggie gets spayed tomorrow. My niece's puppy is here, so that's Maggie won't leave her alone, and she's a little bitty puppy, like a golden retriever. Hey, Denise, Aussie mix. And she's only about 12 weeks old, so it's kind of crazy here this morning. Did anybody catch Randy's panel where I went up last night? Because we're going to talk about a few things that was just swept right under the rug. I wasn't up there long. So, um, obviously, I made a bad joke about Natasha kicking Wendy to the curb. It was a joke. I didn't stick around. Hey, Kathy clocked the house. I didn't stick around to see how it went. I knew Wendy would get through to Natasha because I also know that Wendy and Randy weren't trashing Natasha. They're on Natasha's side. Hey, happy, happy, happy. But either way, it's a bad joke. I apologized for it. So, Samara comes up. Now, we all know that Samara and Behaven went live the other day, and the title of their stream was One Big Happy Incestuous Family. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Kathy. Hey, Shaz. Now, that's a pretty gross title, okay? But either way, I assumed it was about me because of the pervert Yoshi, uh, Taco Yoshi man, saying all the shit about me and my brother and my dog being incestuous, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I assumed it was about me. So Samara screams out, "It wasn't about you, Tracy, or Truth, whatever she called me." Because I called her a dumb bitch the whole time we were up there, or something. I don't know what I called her. Something bitch. Hateful bitch. Nasty bitch, I think. But it wasn't about you, Tracy. It was about Nunya. Whoa, wait a minute. So it's okay that you have a title like that? And because it's about Nunya, it just got swept right under the rug. Right under the rug. So I had made a comment that I was going to do a live stream about a daughter-in-law who smothers, hey Mandy C, her mother-in-law for cash, a true crime stream. And Samara is up there going, "What you said to Behaven was horrible." Okay, first of all, I didn't say it to Behaven. It was a play on words. But now I've got Wendy saying, "Please don't do that, Truth. Please don't do that, Truth. Please don't do that, Truth." But it's okay that they have a stream talking about, or a title talking about incest, but because it was about Nunya, swept right under the rug. Right under the rug. But I'm asked not to do a true crime stream about a woman who kills her mother in law for money. Okay. See, they always say we go too low. And I admit, I do go low. But it's always in response to somebody going low at me. So they're up there saying, Randy and them's reading the chat, and they're saying, wait a minute, Tracy. They're saying that Taco and Yoshi apologized to you. Yeah. Did you watch that apology? Because he begged Mander to play his video to me, his apology, and it was a total mockery. Irish Marie. It was a total mockery. He basically apologized, and in the end, he said, not, and then turns around and does it again, leaves another disgusting comment about my brother and my dog and me. So forgive me for not accepting the pervert's apology. I done fell for it once. I'm not falling for it again. But that got swept right under the rug. Right under the rug. So then Mander comes up to plead Taco and Yashi's case. Okay. Well, somehow or another, she says that I have a photo on my Facebook of a KKK uniform laid out with the words, I found my grandpa's old pajamas. Well, I know that's not true. I know for a fact it's not true. Number one, I would never put something like that on social media. Mander fails to understand that I have uh, two black people in my family and 4 biracial people in my family. So Wendy says, oh, I got that picture. I have that picture. I have that picture. And I know exactly the picture they're talking about, but I know it's not mine. Now, Amanda Dunn described it, said it was a KKK uniform laid out. Y'all can go watch it on Randy's. It was a KKK uniform laid out and it said, I found my grandpa's pajamas in the attic. Totally described it. And when the photo was pulled up, lo and behold, it's not mine. It's Natasha Cooper's. Mander's friend. Even people in the chat. And I want to thank Testicle because Tess goes everywhere and Tess trolls sometimes. But Tess was the only one in the chat speaking the truth. So because it wasn't my photo that was on my Facebook, which, by the way, why would we be looking at my Facebook? I thought that was a big no-no since Randy had a total freaking come apart thinking that Mama T-Belly got a picture off of her Facebook. But they're saying that there's something on my Facebook. Well, it turns out, hey, Tess, thank you very much for being the only one in that chat with any balls, pardon the pun, to say the truth. I know, Tess. Trust me, there's been times when you've told me the truth and I didn't like to hear it. But I'm in no way claiming that I'm a perfect person. Never have. So all of this gets swept under the rug. Mander can't prove that I have that picture anywhere, but allegedly it's on my Facebook, which they shouldn't be looking at anyways, because, well, that's a total no-no. But go ahead, look away, because it's not there. And I knew it wasn't there. So I bet her $100. I'll bet you $100 right now, Mander, if you produce that picture. She accepts the bet. And then even Randy and Wendy are like, oh, it's a bet. It's a bet. They're in on it. And then she starts backpedaling because she can't find the picture. She says, I didn't take your bet. I don't want your money. I'm going to show the picture for free. Bitch, you took my bet and I have it recorded. So your word ain't worth a damn. Your word sucks. Remember, when you leave this world, that's all you take with you. That's all you left behind was your word. So now, every time I see Mander, I'm going to tell her, just remember when Starlight used to run around saying, fuck you, pay me? Every time, remember Starlight did that forever. Every time I'm in a chat with Mander, I'm going to tell her, fuck you, pay me, you accepted the bet. I knew it wasn't mine, Baroness. But swept right under the rug. Then what do they want to do? They want to pull up a video that I've done. Has nothing to do with the picture, has nothing to do with what me and Samara were arguing about. They just want to pull up a video. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're all going to sit here and pull my videos and bash me, you can do it without me on the panel. I didn't run. There was no purpose for me to be up there. Mander couldn't produce the picture. And Samara was her typical nasty bitch self, who thinks it's okay for them to say that about Nunya. And I really did think it was about me. I really did. But it doesn't make it any better. Hey, Mel. Doesn't make it any better that it's about Nunya, but swept right under the rug. Right under the rug. Hey, Pepper, Republican Ash. So then Manderlyn goes live. Of course, she doesn't produce the picture. And they're over there. Stephanie Brown vows to remember the day that I came into Wendy V's Discord and just out of nowhere attacked Starlight and her ex-husband. Using her ex-husband. No. Let's say how that really went down. I never just came into that. Good morning, Ganja. I never just came into that Discord and immediately started on Starlight. It was quite the opposite. So she called my mother a whore one too many times. And I said, and I went low. They dogpiled me daily in there, Pepper, which is why I left. No hard feelings, but I left. When the trash got taken out, I came back. But she came at me one too many times, calling my mother a whore. And I said, and I'll tell you exactly what I said, and I went low. And I said, at least my daddy didn't leave my mother for her best friend. That's what I said. Hey, Veruca. That's exactly what I said. Did I go low? Hell yeah, I went low. I'm not above going low. I don't sweep it under the rug. Then they wanted to bring up Steph using B. Haven's picture. I don't have no control over that. But what's the big deal, B. Haven? You're not a catfish. So what's the big deal if Steph is using your picture? I mean, people make avatars of my hernia. Not a big deal. Wendy and Randy would do themselves such a favor to rid themselves of that little group of people. But hey, keep hanging on to it, guys. Keep sweeping their shit under the rug. And then when you can't beat me, you want to pull out old videos. Well, you can pull out all the old videos you want. Yeah, I ran with it with what Cosmic said. I sure did. I mean, there's 400 people in that chat that think that I have a KKK picture on my Facebook. Well, not really, because 400 people saw that Mander doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Give me my $100, Mander. You accepted the bet. Give me my $100. Yeah, because they're always live every week saying how low we go. Oh, and Ask 274, I'm still waiting for you to prove that I was ever pals with Fod. And I'm still waiting on you to prove that I ever participated in Rel going after Brian. Because everybody knows, and Rel will admit it, and Brian will admit it, that I went behind the scenes to try to squash that so nobody got hurt. But you keep running your mouth, 274, because you never know what the hell you're talking about. I want my $100, Mander. That's cool, Jonathan. Thank you to your uncle for serving. And when she knew, when that picture popped up and it belonged to Natasha Cooper, I knew exactly whose picture it was. I remember that picture floating around. Don't you all think that if Mander had that on me, that when I went after Kimmy P for saying the N word and calling her a racist, that Mander wouldn't have posted that? Of course she would. Exactly, Mel. I did. I did go on Rel's panel to try to calm things down. And Rel will admit that. Him and Brian don't have no beef anymore. You knew straight away she got her wires crossed. I knew straight away she did too. But don't you think for 1 minute, if Mander's been sitting on this, then when all the racist shit about Kimmy came out, or all the racist shit about Starlight came out, that they wouldn't have used it against me? Or when I said that racist shit to John Crimes, you don't think they would have used that against me? Come on. Give me my $100, Mander. Maggie's getting spayed tomorrow. I'm e-bagging. I need $100. I need your $100. Oh, here's something else. So Hartley's in the chat throwing all kinds of freaking digs at me. All kinds of digs at me, okay? So I chat back, hey, Hartley, hang on to that handrail. And they have a total fucking come apart. A total come apart. Randy yells at me. I'm like, have you seen what Hartley's been saying? No. Oh, so you just want to yell at me, willy fucking nilly, because I tell Hartley to hang on to the handrail. She should have, Briar, you're right. She should have said, oh yeah, that's right, it wasn't the truth. Instead, it ended up embarrassing Natasha Cooper again. Somebody that she supports, that Manderlin supports. Happy, happy, happy. Stop it. That's gross. Hey, Bells. Miss Bailey. But yeah, all of these jabs Hartley's throwing at me, just left and right, left and right. Go read the chat. And I say one thing, and because I cut her off at the fucking kneecaps, I'm the bad guy. Exactly. They act like they haven't been here for 4 years. Everybody, it's Mel's birthday. Happy birthday to Mel. Happy birthday to Mel. Happy birthday, dear Mel. Happy birthday, dear Mel. No, every time I see the bitch, until she produces the picture, which she can't, because I would never put that on my Facebook. Like I said, I have black people in my family. I would never, ever, even if I didn't have black people in my family, but I do, and I would never hurt my family like that. So, waiting on that picture. Oh my gosh, Mel, those are African dollars. But we go low. We go low. Okay. We go low. Yeah. Okay. Just sweep it right under the rug. Randy said she needed new rugs. But yeah, I was just amazed. And when they couldn't get me on the picture, because it turns up it's Natasha's, when they couldn't get me on the picture, then they want to pull up old videos of me ragging somebody. I'm like, well, hell, you don't need me for this. Carry on. Hey, Bolo. I mean, if you just want to pull up old videos and drag me, you don't need me on panel for it. So carry on, folks. I was up there to prove Mander wrong and Samara calling her out for the title of their live, which turns out it's not about me, it's about Nunya. But we're going to sweep that under the rug because, so what if it's about Nunya? You can just accuse people of being incestuous around here, and it's just not a big deal. But God forbid you say something about somebody's ex husband. Oh, thank you, Denise. And then they say, she's all about whataboutisms. She never lets go of nothing. Really? Because how many times do I have to hear about the troll account, Daddy's little hoe, or I snort my pills? How many times do I have to hear about that troll account? So please, please don't say I don't let go of nothing. I don't know. She's gonna need Jello and popsicles, but she's gonna need some medication because they're not sending this dog home to me without doggy downers. Don't forget the bestiality bullcrap from his mouth too. Oh yeah, you mean from Taco? But according to Samara, she didn't see that comment. Well, it was right under Amanda's video. But I have the screenshot. But that's okay, Pepper. That's okay for people to run around and insinuate that I have sex with my brother and my dog. And it's okay for Behaven and Samara to have a title about incest and it be about Nunya. Sweep that shit right under the rug. Now stop. We'll sweep that shit right under the rug. Tracy never lets nothing go. The truth never lets nothing go. I'm still hearing about Daddy's little hoe when I snort my pills. I'm still hearing about it. And again, let me tell you something. I didn't just make those troll accounts for shits and giggles. I made them to go low because they were running around saying I had Brian St. John tattooed on my vagina. So I went low. I went low. Because, having Brian St. John tattooed on your vagina, that's not a big deal. Sweep that under the rug. But make a troll account called Daddy's Little Hoe or I snort my pills. Oh my God. I went low. Sorry if I went lower than you or you feel like I went lower than you. I will give Randy credit. She did say if somebody called her mother a whore, she would knock their teeth out. She did say that. And she did say she's never agreed with the hernia videos, which I got to be honest with you all. The hernia videos really don't bother me. It's just something to throw in Starlight's face. You know. Stop it, Ross. Yeah, they can sit down. You're right, Denise. They can just have a seat under their bumpy rugs that they just sweep shit under that their people do. Commander, you look like a fool up there last night. A fool. Oh, the Marsha money honey bullshit. Yeah, I remember that. But they don't do bad stuff. I mean, everything they do is just out of good clean fun, Pepper. Hey, British Chippy. But to act like one side is worse than the other, give me a break. I like Randy and Wendy, but I do think over the years some have been coddled to a point. Everyone else's actions are made to be horrendous in comparison to some of their mates who do and say the same. Very good, British Chippy. I'm going to pin that. And I know you like Randy and Wendy. I see you over there sometimes, and that's cool. I don't really, got to be honest with you, dislike them. But I do not like Samara. She is a hateful bitch that wants to do nothing but fight constantly. But it's okay to call Nunya's family incestuous. I mean, agreed. I thought it was about mine and it wasn't. But that doesn't make me feel any better that it's about Nunya's. But sweep that right under the rug because what is it? Nunya has wrinkles. I think that's what got said. I don't know how to take that down. We'll just leave it there. Who cares? Mel told me to come in here and make Nat Clo jokes. You mean Kermit the Frog? You mean Nat Clo? Why, Marianne, do they treat Starlight? Do they treat you like this? You mean that, Nat Clo? Let me make this clear. If you come for anyone, it better be me. Shut up, Nat Clo. Ain't nobody want to play with your bitch ass. I lost connection. Am I back? Stop what, Nenny? My Nat Clo impression? No, that's not Bert. That's Kermit, Amber K. Did it sound like Bert? It's supposed to be Nat Clo. Because I'm going to get on a panel with the ponies. The ponies. Nat Clo is I am an official pony now. I have a head on a horse. Good for you, Nat Clo. Probably should have put it, oh, sorry. Well, then Nat Clo sounds like Bert and not Kermit. But instead of putting your head on a horse, they should have put your head on the horse's ass because that's what you act like. I can't even think about Nat Clo without thinking about the words bitch boy. I really can't. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, they want to say that side goes so low. That side goes so low. Um, Ernie, Ernie, hey Bert, hey Bert, how are you doing today, Bert? Bailey, I swear you get on one. And, I don't hold everybody responsible for what's said in their chat. And obviously, Randy didn't see the jabs that Hartley was making at me. But you would have thought that I just called Hartley's mother a whore when I said, hey, Hartley, hang on to that railing. You had to call It's Monday. My phone is just not going to quit ringing. Monday is the day that all the doctors call, that the vet's checking in, make sure Maggie doesn't have food after midnight. And last night over on Randy's panel, you got to go watch it, Pearls. It's funny as shit. So when Mander couldn't beat me with her lies, they thought, thank you, Ganja. They thought, well, we can't beat her with our, or not we, because Randy and them weren't talking about it. But when Mander couldn't beat me with her lie about the KKK photo, well, let's just play some old videos of the truth. I was like, well, I can get down if you want to do that. Amber K. All right, Remy recap real quick. Mander jumped up on Randy's panel last night because I was up there fighting with Samara. Because Samara and them did a live stream, said one big happy incestuous with voice and presence. So Mara and Behaving does a stream with a title called One Big Happy Incestuous Family. Now, I figured it was about me because they support that pervert, Taco and Yoshi, who says I sleep with my brother and my dog. So me and Samara's going at it. Samara blurts out, it wasn't about you, Truth. It was about Nunya. So that got swept under the rug real quick because, well, it was about Nunya. Uh, Nobody got told it was disgusting, nothing like that. It was about Nunya, swept right under the rug. So then Mander comes up because, I don't know, I think to defend that pervert, Taco and Yoshi, and says that she has a picture that they got off my Facebook. Okay, first of all, what you doing on my Facebook, bitch? Because that's a no-no. Randy had a total come apart over people going on people's Facebooks. But yeah, hit the like button, please. Or the dislike, whatever. Uh, so Mander comes up and says she's got a picture from my Facebook where I have a meme of a KKK uniform laid out saying that I found this in my attic. It's my grandpa's old pajamas. Well, I know she doesn't have that picture because number one, I would never put something like that on social media. I don't think that way, but I would never put that on social media. Uh, that would be very offensive to my family, the six of them that are black. And I knew whose picture it was. I knew whose picture it was. I've seen that picture. So Wendy says, oh, I think I've got that picture. And I'm just sitting back laughing because I know when it pops up, it ain't my picture. So Wendy pulls it up and it's Natasha Cooper's picture. It came off Natasha Cooper's Facebook. Why is anybody on Natasha Cooper's Facebook? Don't know. So Mander bet me $100. And yes, she did accept the bet. I will be putting that on my community post because pay me, bitch. I want my $100. She bet me that that picture is on my Facebook. So I told her right then and there, I'll bet you $100 it ain't. Well, she never could come up with the picture. And then she says, I didn't bet you, after she clearly said, oh, you want to bet? Yeah, let's bet. I'll put that on my community post. You can hear where she clearly accepts the bet. But then she backpedals and says, I didn't bet you. You're the one that offered me money. I didn't offer you $100. Yeah, because you know you're wrong, bitch. And you would have been better off just to say, oh, I was mistaken. It wasn't the truth. Because had they had pictures like that, they would have used them a long time ago when I called Kimmy P out for saying the N word. She's still looking. She did accept the bet. She sure did. Ooh, that's gross. So, Hello Starlight ran around for 6 months saying, fuck you, pay me. So, I'm going to run around for 6 months telling Mander, pay me my $100, bitch. So up pops, Wendy pulls it up. It belongs to Natasha Cooper. So they can't get me with that. And I knew they couldn't. So they decided to pull up an old video of mine. And I was like, well, no need for me to be up here. If y'all want to drag me, you don't need me up here. And then Randy shut it down and they started talking about something else. Yeah, it's fine. The picture's fine because it belongs to Natasha Cooper and not me. So there's nothing wrong with Amanda's not offended by it at all because it's not mine. So there you go. There's your Remy recap. Oh, oh, I knew exactly whose picture it was. I've seen it. I'm pretty sure John Crimes used it when he was talking about Starlight always being in the mix of all the racial bullshit that goes on around here. I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it. And I knew whose it was, and I just busted out laughing. Because up it pops, and it's somebody who they support. Hey, Nunya, I'm sorry about that yesterday. That, whatever. I didn't, I I mean, I had no idea Samara was going to scream out. It wasn't about you, Truth. It was about Nunya. I had no idea she was going to scream that out. Okay, Amber, I will. But it's okay. It got swept under the rug because it's Nunya. But I get begged, Tracy, please don't. Truth, please don't. Please don't do a live about a daughter in law smothering her mother in law for cash. And I love it when Samara goes, "You're so disgusting. What you said is so disgusting." That they didn't know Natasha Cooper. One said she was at June 2020 on her cam roll. She found it and it was Natasha Cooper's from 2019. I don't know. What are they doing on Natasha Cooper's Facebook? That's a no-no. But it's not that bad of a picture because, well, it's Natasha's, it's not mine. I don't know anything about that, Nunya, but it says, and she doesn't have an eating disorder. Well, we all know that Samara has to play victim. Samara's always the victim of somebody, either me or Brian or Carla or uh, misdemeanor or Whistledick or, I mean, she's just always got to be the victim. So it was from somebody's Facebook, but that got swept under the rug. Even though going on somebody's Facebook is a no no. Oh, and then she said, okay, so Samara says, I'm glad y'all reminded me of that. She goes, "Did you hear what the truth did to me? Did you hear what she did to me? She threatened to call about my cats to see if they're all registered and got their shots." Yeah, I did. I sure did. After you all went on for 3 days how I abused my dog and you were going to drop it in the ASPCA community. Yep, I said it. Sure enough, Shorty. I sure enough did. You want to go on for days and days how I abuse my dog? You want to have some penguin chick who, by the way, is a real lifer, calls CPS on people and says high five. By the way, I'm tired of Mander saying that I said Starlight's CPS call was fake. I never said that. I never said anybody's CPS call was fake. How in the hell would I know if it was fake or not? No, Dovin, nothing got proven. Exactly, Remy. You went around accusing me of abusing my animal, so I snapped back and said, well, you better have all them cats registered and vetted. Yep, I sure said it. I said it. So anything I do is a comeback. To the person who messaged me, I can't because I couldn't hear it. I would, but I can't because I couldn't hear it. But they act like, oh my God, the truth is just horrible. She's just horrible. But they don't tell it like it is. Well, all they did was prove that it wasn't my picture, it was Natasha's. Were they, somebody wants to know if they were all in a voice chat with Rick Crude talking nasty about children. I don't know who they all is, but somebody's messaging me wanting to know that. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't in there. I don't even know that I've ever heard Rick Crude's voice in a chat. Honeybee says last night. So they're in a chat last night where a gentleman is talking about horrible things about children, like SA and stuff. Oh. See, I guess I don't always watching because I have no clue. But you're all telling me, yeah, that went down. Okay, well, it's just another notch on their impeccable reputation around here.